Hi there, this is Jonathan Ginsberg, and I'm a student loan workout attorney. And I just wanted to update you about or let you know about a particular requirement when you're filing for an income-based repayment plan, one of these what they call the IBR. And that is that you've got to have a current tax return on file as well as a current pay stub. And basically when you do an IBR, and I was just processing one just the other day, what actually happens is you'll be given a link, and what I'm doing, and I'm doing it on behalf of my client, we'll do a link to the IRS where we will try to connect in with the IRS to input in the most recent tax return. And that's the reason they're doing that is because for an IBR, you've got to show your most recent adjusted gross income figure. So if you've not filed tax returns in the last 2 or 3 years, then that's going to be a big red flag. You're not going to be able to get your IBR processed. Ideally, you've got the most recent return filed. We'll link up with the IRS, and then that information will be pulled in. If you have not filed recently, or if you filed recently, or it's done on paper, then we may have to actually submit the tax return and the income proof by mail, which actually adds time to the process. But you've got to have the most recent tax return filed. And they're also going to ask, has anything in your income changed? So if you've got a new job, you've got a raise, you've got a reduction in pay for whatever reason, that's something you want to talk to your attorney about as well, because we want to make sure that the income showing for the IBR application is the most accurate figure that represents what's going on right now. And I've seen some cases where people have earned XYZ last year, but now they're making a little bit less money because of a new job, and we can document that with pay stubs, and we can get a lower IBR figure. We'll save lots of money per month and thousands of dollars over the course of the repayment plan. So when we're preparing to submit an IBR, just keep in mind you're going to have a recently filed tax return. I'm going to need to know, did you file head of household? Did you file joint with a spouse? We also need to know whether your spouse has student loans. So there's a real overall financial review we've got to do, and starting with those tax returns, because that's going to make a big difference as far as what the end number is going to be. And obviously my goal when I'm representing a claimant or a client is to try to get the lowest possible IBR payment so that his or her budget can be or the payment can be as low as possible, the budget can be as feasible as possible, and so that my client can live with some dignity and get these student loans taken care of, even though they may have been in default before and my client may have been facing garnishment. Now we're trying to get back into payment status and get that payment where it's something that's really affordable. So again, just remember, you have to have a tax return, you've got to have a pay stub, and we want to show that information as current as possible. Hope this has been helpful. Again, Jonathan Ginsberg here. Any questions about student loan IBRs or student loan restructure, please let me know. I'm happy to try to answer them in the next video. Thanks a lot.